EH&S orientation training. Fire extinguishers. Introduction. A fire extinguisher is an active fire protection device used to extinguish or control small fires, often in emergency situations. It is not intended for use of an out-of-control fire, such as one which has reached the ceiling, endangers the user. Example, no escape route, smoke, explosion hazard, etc., or otherwise requires the expertise of a fire department. Typically, a fire extinguisher consists of a handheld cylindrical pressure vessel containing an agent which can be discharged to extinguish a fire. Fire classes. Class A fires are fires in ordinary combustibles, such as wood, paper, cloth, trash, and plastics. Class B fires are fires in flammable liquids, such as petrol, oil, and paint. Class B fires also include flammable gases, such as propane and butane. Class B fires do not include fires involving cooking oils and grease. Class C fires are fires involving energized electrical equipment, such as motors, transformers, and appliances. Class D fires are fires in combustible metals, such as potassium, podium, aluminium, and magnesium. Class K fires are fires in cooking oils and greases, such as animal fats and vegetable fats. Controlling and oxidizing fire. Water is the most important element in controlling an oxidizer incident or fire. Do not use dry chemical extinguishing agent on oxidizer fires. Water in sufficient quantities will greatly reduce the reactivity of most oxidizers. Refer to the MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet, to determine the characteristics of the specific oxidizers that you are handling. Adding water normally slows the decomposition, reduces liberation of hazardous gas, and eliminates self-sustained decomposition. Types of extinguishers: water and foam, carbon dioxide, dry chemical, wet chemical, clean agent, dry powder, water mist, cartridge-operated dry chemical. Carbon dioxide fire extinguishers extinguish the fire by taking away the oxygen element of the fire triangle, and also by removing the heat with a very cold discharge. Carbon dioxide can be used on Class B and C fires. They are usually ineffective on Class A fires. Dry powder extinguishers are similar to dry chemical, except that they extinguish the fire by separating the fuel from the oxygen element, or by removing the heat element of the fire triangle. However, dry powder extinguishers are for Class D or combustible metal fires only. They are ineffective on all other classes of fires. Rules of fighting a fire. Just remember the 3 A's. Activate the building alarm system, or notify the fire department, or have someone else do this for you. Assist any person in immediate danger, or those incapable on their own to exit the building without risk to yourself. Only after these 2 are completed should you attempt to extinguish the fire. Only fight a fire if the fire is small and contained, if you are safe from toxic smoke, if you have means of escape, if your instincts tell you it's okay. Fire extinguisher use. It is important to know the locations and the types of fire extinguishers in your workplace prior to actually using one. Fire extinguishers can be heavy, so it's a good idea to practice picking up and holding an extinguisher to get an idea of the weight and feel. Take time to read the operating instructions and warnings found on the fire extinguisher label. Not all fire extinguishers look alike. Practice releasing the discharge hose or horn and aiming it at the base of an imagined fire. Do not pull the pin or squeeze the lever. This will break the extinguisher seal and cause it to lose pressure. Dry powder extinguishers. How to use a dry powder extinguisher. Aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull the pin. Aim the nozzle or hose at the base of the fire from the recommended safe distance. Squeeze the operating lever to discharge the fire extinguishing agent. Starting at the recommended distance, sweep the nozzle or hose from side to side, covering the burning metal until the fire is out. Continue to discharge agent until extinguisher is empty. Move forward or around the fire area as the fire diminishes. Watch the area for hot spots and reapply in case of reignition. Carbon dioxide. How to use a carbon dioxide extinguisher. Aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull the pin. Aim the nozzle or hose at the base of the fire from the recommended safe distance. Squeeze the operating lever to discharge the fire extinguishing agent. Starting at the recommended distance, sweep the nozzle or hose from side to side until the fire is out. Move forward or around the fire area as the fire diminishes. Watch the area in case of reignition. Reporting a fire. Important. Whenever a fire extinguisher was used, report the reason for use immediately to your supervisor and the EH&S department for investigation. Fire extinguisher inspections. Like any mechanical device, fire extinguishers must be maintained on a regular basis to ensure their proper operation. You, the owner or occupant of the property where fire extinguishers are located, are responsible for arranging your fire extinguisher's maintenance. Fire extinguishers must be inspected or given a quick check every 30 days. For most extinguishers, this is a job that you can easily do by locating the extinguisher in your workplace and answering the 3 questions below. Is the extinguisher in the correct location? Is it visible and accessible? Does the gauge or pressure indicator show the correct pressure? Maintenance of fire extinguishers. In addition, fire extinguishers must be maintained annually in accordance with local, state, and national codes and regulations. This is a thorough examination of the fire extinguisher's mechanical parts, fire extinguishing agent, and the expellant gas. Your fire equipment professional is the ideal person to perform the annual maintenance because they have the appropriate servicing manuals, tools, recharge materials, parts, lubricants, and the necessary training experience. Conclusion. Now let's put your knowledge to the test. Are the following true or false? There are 4 classes of fire: Class A, B, C, and K. To remember the rules of fighting fires, just remember the 3 A's: activate, assist, and attempt. The 4 simple steps for operating a fire extinguisher can be remembered with the word pass: pull, activate, squeeze, sweep. After the fire has been extinguished, it is important to watch the site for reignition. Fire extinguishers must be inspected or checked every 60 days.